Yeah, good for Sydney Sweeney. She's great. She's exactly what America needs right now. Welcome back to the show. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. First topic, Trump addressed the food stamp abuse situation in America, and it is terrible. Roll the clip.
We have to remain liquid. We can't give everything away based on a number. Here's an example. When I was president, the number that you're talking about was a tiny fraction of what it is now. Biden went totally crazy, gave it to anybody that would ask, gave it to people that were able-bodied, had no problem. Anybody that would ask, we get the number. And it's many times the number of people are on. This wasn't meant for that. It was meant for people that had real problems, in many cases, people that were down and out, people that could be saved. It wasn't meant for people that could do whatever they want, the people that say, well, I don't think I'll work, I'll just, collect this money. Take a look at the number of what it was during my administration and what it was during the Biden administration. It went up many, many times my first term.
Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely insane. It should not be easy to get food stamps. There shouldn't be anybody receiving food stamps who just plain doesn't feel like working. And that's probably like at least 60 to 70% of everybody on food stamps at this point. And people wonder why everything is so expensive when you go out to eat at like a fast food place. It's because they accept food stamps, and the people are going to be spending their food stamps there anyway. So it's like, oh, we could just raise the prices to a combo meal's now $20, right? Where like you go to In-N-Out that doesn't accept food stamps and you get the number one, the double meal, and it's like $11, right? So Jack in the Box accepts food stamps, $20 for a combo meal. In-N-Out doesn't, much better quality, $11. Do you see what's going on, folks? The food stamp situation has completely ruined basically the affordability of food and fast food. So yeah, it just needs to be worked out. Get like the majority of the people off the damn program and only keep people who actually need it on the program. And are people who aren't just milking the system. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. A man collapsed in the Oval Office during a press conference, and the liberals are freaking out over this Trump photo that came from it. Go ahead, roll the clip.
And creating high-value jobs. But today, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah.
Press out. Press. We're going. Thank you, press. Press. Right, guys. Cameras. We're done. Cameras. You guys.
Yeah, so the guy fainted and collapsed in the Oval Office during a press conference, and the libs are freaking out over this photo of Trump, claiming he doesn't care about the guy and he's a POS. This is going to be an iconic photo. Listen, if you watch the video, Trump goes and looks at the guy and is standing over him and realizes, okay, there's a bunch of people helping him. I don't need to be part of the problem trying to get in there, right? So a photographer took a shot of like one split second of Trump not looking at the guy, and the liberals are claiming like this is like, oh my God, this might end his political career. It's so terrible. Basically, it's a lose-lose situation for Trump. Say Trump goes in there and is like, oh, I'm a doctor, let me see everything. Everybody's like, what's Trump doing going in there being like he knows everything? And if he doesn't do anything, they're gonna say this type of crap. So it's just a lose-lose situation for Trump, and the liberals are just making a mountain out of nothing, basically. Just what they do, basically all they're capable of doing now. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. Sydney Sweeney didn't take the white guilt bait from an interviewer basically trying to get her to apologize for her American Eagle jeans ad. Roll the clip.
I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone, and I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently, some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that it's not that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I was filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working like 16-hour days, and I don't really bring my phone on set, so I work and then I go home and I go to sleep. So I didn't really see a lot of it.
You've made a really good case for keeping your thoughts and your life separate from that work. But the risk is that, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues and feel like, I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Yeah, that interviewer totally knew what she was doing. She was acting weird, like dancing around the subject, basically telling Sydney Sweeney, I'm giving you the opportunity to apologize for your whiteness and say that you have white privilege. Do you want to say it, Sydney? And Sydney, good for Sydney for not bowing down to that crap. The majority of celebrities would be like, yeah, that was a bad time. I just want to apologize for that. And good. We need way more Sydney Sweeney. I mean, America, like, she came around at the perfect time to just save America from woke BS, right as it was all kind of coming to an end. Trump was putting a stop to it. That jeans ad comes out and just completely pisses people off and says, yeah, no, we're not doing that woke crap anymore. It's not even like an anti-woke ad. It's just a courtesy ad that would have been in the 90s that people lost their mind of. But yeah, good for Sydney Sweeney. She's great. She's exactly what America needs right now. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. So Tucker Carlson talks about the Mamdani win in New York City, and he is pretty sad about it. Roll the clip.
As for Mamdani, I mean, there are a lot of things to say. I won't go on about it, but I just found it, speaking of Israel taking over the conversation, this is a guy who said in public and then defended his statement that we're going to tax whites more because they're white.
Yeah.
And nobody cared. And it's like, what the hell? Bottom line, without getting all worked up, I will say, it's our biggest city. It's 8 million people. Cities are incredibly complex organisms, take centuries to build. My ancestors helped build New York, by the way, but can be destroyed very, very quickly. Look at Johannesburg, 30 years, and it's a husk. It's a joke, and it was a beautiful city. Look at Gary, Indiana, Detroit. Look at almost all of our cities, Baltimore. And that could happen to New York City very soon. In fact, it will. I have a child who lives there. Called me today. I was like, I'm leaving. Not an ideological person. It's just like we know where this is going because it's happened in dozens and dozens. In fact, it's happened to almost every single big city we have. And now it's happening to our biggest city, and it's just the greatest tragedy. And I feel like it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. It's just like your house. If you allow, as the father, as the patriarch in your family, chaos to break out, and you don't settle it down and set limits and say, I would say my family, I'm all about no. That's my job. I don't like saying no, but that's my duty. Someone has to be like, no, we're not doing that. We're not, pissing in the street. We're not having sex in an ATM vestibule. We're not pushing people in front of subway cars. We're not smoking drugs in the park. Like, how about no? And because no one is willing to say that, it just inexorably falls apart. And I think it's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, when you think about it, it is actually pretty sad that basically a communist was just elected mayor of America's largest city. But this is pretty much the state of politics in 2025. And there's a lot of people out there saying that good, screw New York, they're going to get what they deserve and what they voted for. They effed around and now they're going to find out, which is true. They will get what they voted for. But this is America, folks. We don't need to have these situations where people need to learn their lesson, right? We should already be smart smart enough to not be electing a communist as mayor of America's largest city. So, yeah, no, I agree with Tucker. It is sad that in America this is actually happening, and frankly, we need to smarten up and people need to realize, I don't care how insane things are getting, we're not going to vote in a communist as the mayor of America's largest city. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you.